we wanted something absolutely a little different in the sense of in terms of raising a family. We wanted an open concept type of house, but something that had access in terms of the town and the village of Amherst. That we really love the community feel, and we really wanted to bring that to our house in terms of that open concept, to be able to have family over, to do events, to have friends, and to make it a place where we would have a blast, whether we were living there and doing the day-to-day stuff in the house, or taking a day off from work and just hanging around and having fun with the property. So that's what it really means to us. One of the things when we built the house, that was a concern of us, is trying to reuse as much of the materials as we possibly could in terms of from an impact in terms of the environment. And so one of the things we decided immediately was to heat with geothermal. So to try to be as efficient as possible. We wanted a low maintenance home so we could spend time living in it. So for me, that was one of the key features of the house when we were building it. Also, we wanted a lot of the uniqueness. We wanted to have a feel when you came into that house in terms of that it was different than any other home per se, in terms of that you might walk into. So a lot of the unique features, just when you walk in the entryway with the exposed beams and the openness of it. We even have a little loft up in the third floor where the girls over the years used it as art studios, as a sewing room, and it's just a wonderful space. We added little reading nooks in their bedrooms, Jack and Jill bathroom for them. Even the first floor master was great in the sense that just from an access perspective and putting it in the side of the house in terms of where the milking room used to be in the old barns. And so trying to take sort of that farm barn concept and make it livable. And it was just a lot of fun being able to be creative and reuse a lot of the materials for whether it was the flooring in the mudroom in terms of the recycled rubber, obviously the cement floors. So trying to take in a lot of unique characters in terms of reusing a lot of the old barn doors, windows, etc. Was really exciting for us.
Holidays in the barn are very special. Nothing will beat Christmases there. For me personally, just waking up Christmas morning and having the girls kind of peek down in their PJs and try to look at their gifts, and as they run down all excited for the tree, was very special. It's a very cozy, relaxing, homey place to spend holidays. There's plenty of room for family. I always loved how we did the open concept because I felt like when we had people over and if I was doing stuff in the kitchen, I could still be a part of everything.
I love the winter and grew up in Canada. And so a big part of when we built the house was making sure we had room for an ice hockey rink in the backyard. And so we would have, it was the nights when there was snow coming down. We had lights on the rink. We would get a fire going. It was just the four of us, or we'd have some friends over. And we'd skate. I'd also build a luge for the girls in terms of being able to tube down the backyard. And so they would have a blast, and we'd be out there for hours. And so, and then we'd get around the fire and have drinks with the adults and have food. And so that was a lot of the memories for me in terms of just the events and the gatherings that we would have at the house, but also the level of privacy that it feels, in the backyard there, where it just feels like we could be miles away from anyone in terms of, particularly in terms of the village. And then the second piece to me in terms of memories is access to the village and all the great things that it provides.